So, hello everybody. Welcome to Senior Design Project Expo, Virtual Expo. So, as you know, unfortunately, we were not able to invite you to the campus this year. Hopefully next year we will do that. But the project, hopefully the project had the same quality as before. And the only change is that everything is virtual and remotely. So I think we can get started. So the team, please start.
Hi everyone, my name is Margarita Nuridjanian, and welcome to today's talk of remote home assist using voice assistant and machine learning. My team members are Hismark, Carrera, Daniel Preciado, Ingelbert Figueroa, and Fernando Mejia. Our liaisons are Edwin, Cheng, and Mike Agostinelli. Our advisor is Dr. Mohammad Pourhomayoun. This project is in collaboration with WDACS, or Workforce Development, Aging, and Community Service Department for LA County. And we'd like to thank LA County for giving us the opportunity to work on this project. So first we will start by discussing introducing the WDACS department, including their main goals and mission, and what their main hope is to accomplish with remote home assist with Alexa. We'll be talking about the various services and libraries we use to create remote home assist, such as Amazon Web Services or AWS, and the various Python libraries we use to implement the machine learning aspect of home assist. We'll talk about the implementation and data flow diagram of how home assist works. We'll talk about how data is being analyzed from the users, and also the machine learning aspect of Home Assist. We'll do a demo of how Home Assist works, and also of how the reminders feature, which we created using skills, works, and then we will conclude.
The Los Angeles Department of Workforce Development, Aging, and Community Service mission is to connect communities and improve the lives of all generations in Los Angeles County. The desired outcomes are achieved through effective partnership-driven services and initiatives that deliver life-sustainable services, connect individuals through a network of professional relations with multiple businesses throughout the Los Angeles region, ensure the well-being of older and dependent adults in the community, improve human relations and resolve conflict, promoting universal inclusion and respect for basic rights in our diverse community. Next. Through numerous implemented programs and following the mission of the department, the present goals to be achieved with the project are: remote health monitoring, secure and maintain maximum independence, remove social, physical, and economical barriers, improve health and well-being, in general, improve the quality of life. Next.
So remote home assist with Alexa is going to be an interaction of the newest technology with the elderly. With this, they'll be able to access the following services: assistance, which will be given to them by LA County and in public services, safety, security, and independence. So what technologies do we use to create this? So our application runs on Amazon Alexa enabled devices. So that can be like an Echo Dot or an Echo Show that has a screen. Our code runs on Amazon Lambda, and it uses AWS, which is the Amazon Web Services, to support it. And we use the Node.js programming language, and we store all our data that we collect on a PHP MySQL database. So why is remote home assist important? So for assistance, we'll be able to do some health monitoring. So we can ask them health-related questions, and based on their responses, we can gauge how they're doing in terms of their health. They can schedule appointments or schedule reminders. So this is important if they need to take medicines for certain times, or if they need a schedule to go see a doctor. Public services, which are offered by LA County, include transportation and mobility service, or meal assistance and medicine delivery. In general, independence. So it addresses the functional limitation that, you know, someone who is elderly or disabled might not have as much freedom as someone who is healthy. So it helps maintain health and independence, and it promotes socialization by letting them talk to the Alexa. And then data analytics on our side, it's something that's very functional. It allows us to analyze, process, and predict health data based on the questions that we give them and the responses that they give us. And we use machine learning to accomplish this. And to make this all work, we have to be asking the important questions. So what we're doing here is that we created a list of health questions, and their responses can be based on a scale from 1 to 10. And we're going to assign health questions to specific users, and Alexa will only ask them those questions. And what our end goal is to do is, once we gather that information, we put it all into our machine learning algorithm, and we can figure out the most important questions per each user. And this creates a very unique way of asking them health questions while also letting us expand and adding, you know, just more analytics.
And to help illustrate the process the user goes through with remote home assist, we provided a diagram. We call it the heart of the process. So the user interacts with an Alexa-enabled device, which utilizes the Alexa service to generate requests for phrases such as "start my survey" or "how's the weather." The request is sent to the transaction platform that we and the WDACS team developed. That information is supplied by the user, is then stored and analyzed by our data analytics and machine learning engine. And then that data is then readily available to the transaction platform and any associated services. Finally, the transaction platform generates a response for the Alexa device and notifies the user verbally. Thanks. But before we even can make a request or have the information be processed, it is crucial to have a solid conversation with Alexa. So this is how Home Assist can gather information and perform the features we implemented. So this is very important. The idea was to have Alexa be more personable and speak more naturally. Although that's a bit difficult when it's a device that's the size of a tuna can, but the idea is just to ease the communication between the user and remote assist. So the requests can be made and information can be collected for analytics. We did so by providing hundreds of utterances and hundreds of keywords to train the interaction model and then allow for a more seamless universal interaction with the user. The data analytics engine then does the rest. It helps in this regard. We implemented the ability to, as mentioned before, to dynamically ask questions. Only relevant questions are asked, and that is determined by the user's history of response. The ability to classify important data and its insignificant data among all the data that's been collected, and also the ability to determine the user's health conditions by analyzing their response to each question. Fernando will go more in depth with this, but
so the way we plan to tailor the experience is through the use of machine learning. And machine learning is when you use raw data and what's called a model to learn from data, and then the model learns to make accurate predictions based on that data. So machine learning is what's used by Alexa in order to both understand speech and respond to that user. So we plan to use these kind of methods to make recommendations and to make accurate predictions. Okay. So the technologies we used were, we coded everything in Python, and we started out using a Jupyter Notebook and skitlearn. But as time went on, we switched over to Amazon Sagemaker to make better use of the compatibility between both Amazon products of Alexa and Sagemaker. So here, Sagemaker is what we use to do all of our machine learning, all of our models, everything that we will go over in the next slide, which is all of our random forest regression model. And Amazon Comprehend is something we used a bit of, but we plan to use more of, which is, it is what Alexa uses to communicate and talk. So it's how it determines to use one word over the other and to get the sentiment of words. So these are our results. So we use random forest regression, which is a machine learning algorithm used to predict based on multiple factors. So since remote home assist is not live, we cannot use the data we would gather from a survey. So WDACS helped us by giving us sample data to make predictions on. So this data was provided using 12 features, which were 12 questions, and a health risk associated with it. So once we have these things, we're able to put it into our model and make predictions based off of it. And if you see on this graph, the y-axis is the predicted, while the actual is on the x-axis. So if a dot is on the dotted line, it means it predicted it accurately. So since it's all clustered around that line, it's good. It means we can make accurate predictions based off of these 12 questions that were asked to users.
And now we'll be showing a demo video of how Home Assist works.
So on our database, we have our patient ID and then the question ID that we're going to ask the user. So the patient ID is just tied to your Amazon account, and the question ID is going to be unique for every user. So for my user ID, it's just going to be questions 2 and 3. Alexa, start health survey.
Welcome, Daniel Preciado. Are you having any trouble breathing from 1 to 10, with 1 the least?
6.
Next question. Are you experiencing any back or joint pain from 1 to 10, with 1 the least?
4.
Thank you for taking the survey.
And then now if we go back to our database, you'll see that my response is saved right here with my patient ID, the question that it asked me, and the response that I gave it.
And this is our current demo video for the reminders feature.
Assist offers the ability to set reminders. I'll demonstrate that now. Alexa, launch Home Assistant.
Hi there. How can I assist you today?
Can you set a reminder for me?
What is this reminder for?
My medication.
On what day would like this reminder?
Today.
At what time?
11:14 p.m.
Do you want this reminder to recur?
No, thank you.
Your reminder has been set. Can I help with something else?
Can you set another reminder?
What is this reminder for?
Pizza.
On what day would like this reminder?
Tomorrow.
At what time?
4 p.m.
Do you want this reminder to recur?
No.
Your reminder has been set. Can I help with something else?
Yes.
How can I assist you today?
Can you set another reminder?
What is this reminder for?
My survey.
On what day would like this reminder?
Tomorrow.
At what time?
4 p.m.
Do you want this reminder to recur?
Yes.
Let me get some information then. Do you want this reminder to recur daily or weekly?
Daily.
When do you want to end this reminder?
Next week.
Your reminder has been set. Can I help with something else?
Can you tell me my reminders?
Your reminders. Pizza is coming up at 4 p.m. on April 28, 2020. Survey is coming up at 4 p.m. on April 29, 2020. Medication is coming up at 11:14 p.m. on April 27, 2020. Survey is coming up at 3 p.m. on April 29, 2020. Can I help with something else?
No.
Okay. Ask for me when you need me. Medication is coming up at 11:14 p.m.
Alexa,
Medication is coming up at 11:14 p.m.
can you launch Home Assistant?
Hi there. How can I assist you today?
Can you delete a reminder?
How can I assist you today?
Can you delete my reminder for pizza?
Your reminder has been deleted. Can I help with something else?
Yes.
How can I assist you today?
Delete all my reminders.
Are you sure you want to delete all your reminders?
Yes.
Your reminders have been deleted. Can I help with something else?
Can you tell me my reminders?
There are no reminders scheduled. Can I help with something else?
No.
Okay. Ask for me when you need me.
So as we could see from the video, each user's each user had a specific patient ID, and it was basically stored as a secure Amazon token, so it was secure per user. And we were able to implement the skip and stop feature for remote home assist, as well as we could customize to determine like which questions to ask each user. And each of these skills, including the reminders feature and home assist feature, they were both launched by an invocation name. So I would like to conclude by saying that all parts of Home Assist work together as one system to help give our clients independence. And I'd like to thank LA County for giving us the opportunity to work on this project. Thank you for giving us the opportunity.
All right, thank you very much. Any questions?